Welcome, everyone. It's Grandma Mo, and we're covering the UCLA Bruins, number 2 ranked team in the country, and they get the win easily over the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, who are 1-10 in the Big Ten and 9-14 overall. UCLA now moves up to 22-1 with an 86-46 easy win over Rutgers. It's amazing the difference in Rutgers from when I played. They were really good when I played. They were also in the Atlantic 10, so was Penn State, who are now both in the Big 10. So a lot of things have changed in 45 years. Or, well, let's see, 43 years. Anyway, UCLA, they had a bad second quarter, but it still didn't matter. They just weren't hitting any shots in the second quarter. UCLA outscores Rutgers 26-6 in the first, and then only 14 points in the second. 14-30. They still outscored them though. Rutgers didn't seem to hit anything but threes, and they were playing way too much one-on. UCLA's defense is not like you watch a UConn game, and UConn is in your face, really fast, and just trying to disrupt full court. That's their thing. And they get so many points off of just stealing the ball off of full court pressure. UCLA's not the same thing, but they play really good team defense. They play you tough, they steal the ball, they interrupt passing lanes, but it's more on a team thing in the half court. When tournament time comes, that was the thing that, it got them last year when Connecticut just did that full court pressure and the guards couldn't handle it. And, it's something that, they are a better all-around team this year than they were last year. So, and Charlize Ledger-Walker is a very good ball handler. So I don't see that really happening, although it did affect them in the Texas loss in the first half. They pulled it together in the second half and almost pulled that game out. But they did have that bat. They can't do that against a team like UConn. You can't do that. They'll just build the lead and then keep it. And that's how they've been playing all year long. So UCLA outscores Rutgers 28-8 in the third. And then Rutgers actually outscored them in the fourth 19-18. But, UCLA had a 40-point lead at the beginning of the fourth quarter. So, you had a number of players getting some playing time. And, Corey Close always leaves at least one of the starters in at all times, usually two. And they're, keeping the cohesiveness of the team together and then just inserting, a player off the bench in this. And what was really cool is Bilic. I can't get her name right. It's Bilic. Anyway, she's a freshman. Very nice shot. She hit a nice 3-point shot in the first quarter, and then she came in and hit I guess it's Bilic. Anyway, very nice 3-point shot. She hit 2 of them. She hit one in the first and then one in I believe it was the fourth quarter. But UCLA ends up having 5 players in double figures, as always, And then the other thing that really stands out about UCLA is assists. Another game with over 20 assists. Wonderful. They had 13 turnovers. That's good. You usually want to keep it under 12. Points in the paint, 44-14 for Rutgers. Like I was saying, Rutgers shot 45% from 3. They hit 9 of them. And that was largely, they only hit 17 total shots, so they only hit 8 other shots that weren't 3-pointers. UCLA missed a few foul shots. They were 71%. They're usually over 80. But they shot 56% from the floor. Not terrific from 3. It wasn't a big 3-point shooting game. 33% for them. Rutgers only shot 33%. UCLA out-rebounded them 33-17. The thing that UCLA had, UCLA's big. They're tall. And it's not just Lauren Betts. It's, Dukalic is 6'4", Sienna Betts is 6'4", and Amanda Muse is 6'4", and they were all coming in. And, very nice first half from Gabriela Jaquez. She was all over the place. She was hitting shots, and then she kind of just, the second half she was just, in a game like this, you don't need to go bonkers the whole game. Very solid game from Kiki Rice. She was the leading scorer for UCLA, and it's interesting because when she drives to the hoop, even though she's right-handed, she goes left a lot, which I find interesting. But she's got that step through to the left, down pat. Charlize Ledger-Walker hit a couple of threes. She had a very nice overall game, 7 assists, 11 points. She ended up with 4 rebounds. Lauren Betts only played 14 minutes. She had 11 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. I still, they don't get her the ball sometimes when she's open. And, one of the things that we learned when I was playing was, as a point guard, when you get your post the ball, and they could do this more often, but I don't see them doing that. I would hope that they would do this, is you would throw the ball to the corner of the backboard. And then the post would go get it from there. But I see them not doing that. The other thing, I wish they would stop dribbling the ball inside. Sienna Betts did it in the first half, but, credit to her. She just get the ball, turn around and shoot it. You're right there in the paint. Just turn around. You're taller than, especially Lauren. But, Sienna, credit to her second half. She corrected that. And she hit a couple shots. She got the ball in the post, just turned and shot. 2 points. Easy peasy. I wish it would continue. And then Dukalic. I love Angela Dukalic. She's, just all around wonderful player. It'll be really interesting to see where she goes in the WNBA draft. Very solid all-around player. I really like her. 8 points. She had 2 assists and 7 rebounds. But just, she plays a really solid defense. Very nice. I'm going to be following her whole career. Very nice. Very nice. Neepkin's not she's been kind of tailing off lately as far as scoring goes. But she is one of those 50, 40, 90 players. And the only other player in the country is AZ Fudd. So, but she's been kind of, I don't know, her scoring has been going down. Maybe just these 40-point wins are just, I don't know, they don't need her to do that. So she had 6 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nice defense, nice hustle for her. She did a lot on the defensive end, though. But as scoring-wise, it's... anyway, so let's see. Who else? Ledger Walker, I already covered. Lauren, I covered. Anyway, that pretty much... Amanda Muse ended up getting some points. Billick... It looks like Billick, but apparently it's Billich. Or, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to call her Lena. Easier to pronounce that. Anyway, very nice from her, though. I really like what I saw. Let's see. Rutgers had 2 players in double figures. Swan, she had some nice shooting, and Perkins. Both of them hit some 3-point shots. And then Blackstone had 5, Ivy had 3, Bates had 4, and then Wheeler had 2. And then off the bench, you had Brandt. She had a nice 3-point shot. Nice move for her. She was on the wing, fake to the right, went left, and boom, nice form, nice 3-point shot. Michaela Moore, 2 points for her. And then, let's see here. And that pretty much is... Rutgers needs to do a little bit more team ball. They did a zone against UCLA pretty much the whole game, which, it kind of worked because, as much as you can, UCLA didn't take advantage of that with 3-point shooting, but they didn't really need to. So usually that's how you beat a zone, is shift the ball and look for the open shooter. But they were still able to get inside, like I said. points in the paint, 44 points to 14. So they were able to get it done. Anyway, so UCLA's got the Michigan schools coming up next week. So Sunday, February 8th is Michigan, number 8th ranked Michigan. And then next Wednesday is Michigan State, number 12. So after that, after next week, there's only 4 more games left, and then we're going to March Madness. It's amazing how quickly it went by. Amazing. Anyway, really looking forward to that. So that's all I have for this one. And I'll be back again after the Michigan game, and we'll see. I don't expect Michigan to beat them, but we'll see how close it is. UCLA is looking stronger and stronger, which is really cool. But it's amazing how, I've listened to a few other podcasts or watched them, and it's amazing how they just disregard the West Coast. I don't know. It's all UConn and USC, South Carolina. And LSU, they put more credence on, those teams out of the SEC. I don't know. UCLA has a lot of wins. And they do it, maybe it's because they do it so easily. And they don't look like, UConn, you can see the boom, 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 UCLA just kind of like doing their thing. Okay, we're up by 40. I don't know. Anyway, they keep winning. Okay, we'll see you next time.